up, party people?
Yo.
Hi.
We're playing Nintendo Puzzle Collection because I found this 3D mode in Panel De Pon that is really kind of wrong button.
You found a 3D mode in Panel De Pon.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It makes it like a circular tower instead of just the one, like flat panel of panels. Yeah.
I know this game as Tetris Attack.
I mean, it'll always be Tetris Attack to us filthy Americans.
But I believe I own both versions. This for the Super Famicom and Tetris Attack for the Super Nintendo.
Where are they all little fairies?
Oh my god.
That's what I say when I go out anywhere anymore. That's why it got changed to Yoshi's Island in America. Because, yeah, it's just all these little fairies.
Yeah, they're kind of... These sexualized little our precious memory girls.
Precious moments.
Precious moments, there you go.
Precious moments.
And so I've seen two versions of that same meme that, like one calls Precious Moments dolls Boomer Pops, but then the other one has like a bunch of religious ones and they call them Mexican Pops, and I'm like, I hate that they're both right.
Oh.
But yeah, isn't this fun? Like, bees.
Yeah, can you do better? You kind of suck at this.
Fucking rude.
The guests in our house.
It's your house, not his.
Well, I meant like Shannon. I meant Shannon.
That's the...
Golf.
See, Steven's from Detroit. He doesn't play around.
Bitch, I'm from Chicago. No, really, I am. Yeah.
Never forget who you are, son.
Still be Jenny from the block.
No, I hate it. There's a very charismatic 50-year-old man that comes in my dispensary and buys weed, and he went to my high school 1,700 miles away. And, I don't know, he always wants to talk to me like we're old friends, and I'm like, dude, no, this is weird. I like, left Michigan to not have these conversations with people. I never wanted to see anybody that went to my high school with me, before me, or after me.
I mean, you know what they say. What's good for the Michigoose is good for the Michigander.
Oh, God, no! Why would you do that?
Sorry, I stole that from Ish.
Michigooners?
Michigander.
Oh, like gooning?
No, like the goose and the gander, Since they're called Michiganders, you say what's good for the Michigoose. Ganding sounds like when you're being really sexual with a Tootsie Pop.
Oh, I was gonna say an unpeeled banana.
It's not unpeeled. It's just gonna be mush.
Hey, you're getting pretty good at this, but do you think you could do better?
I mean, I can't do combos if that's what you're asking. I'm not very good at Tetris Attack. Remember, I'm not very good at video games, I just love them.
Do you want to hear the story about how I got Tetris Attack and Rock and Roll Racing for the Super Nintendo?
Does it involve a rental store and swapping out ROMs?
No, it was like the year 2004, and my next door neighbor decided to suddenly like up and leave her husband, and so she took her kids and left one day and never came back, and so he just suddenly up and left all of his stuff, and then left and never came back, and they had a for sale sign in the front window, and we got nosy and decided to peek through the side windows and realized that the house was just like full of garbage, like absolutely full of garbage. And I noticed that in one of the piles of garbage were some Super Nintendo games sticking out.
No.
So I went and wiggled the back door handle until it opened and went inside and claimed those free games.
And it was Rock and Roll Racing.
It was Rock and Roll
Tetris
Racing and it was Tetris Attack, yeah.
That's not a bad haul for free shit.
Yeah, I
Rock
mean,
and Roll Racing ain't bad.
if you want to hear that one track over and over and over and over and over again, we will not name that track, nor will we hum it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm sorry, go. No,
We're talking about rock and roll racing.
I
right?
know. I'm saying. The gag is that we shouldn't talk about it. I'm saying I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I,
Like, no, I know the deal,
it's,
but I forget.
it's already stuck in my head, and I'm trying desperately to get it out.
Well, I forget what song it was.
I'm not. I don't want to tell you because I don't want it to get stuck in your head.
That's fair because
It's for the listeners at home. It is a single repeating rendition, a 16-bit rendition of a semi-popular 80s metal track.
that's
all
Motley
I'll say.
Crue, right?
No.
Oh, okay, no. Oh well, I'll figure it out later.
The game is Rock and Roll Racing. You guys can Google it at home. I don't need that song stuck in my head, and I'm already trying to get it out. So
we're not gonna play it.
we're not gonna talk about it.
Whatever. I had to deal with fucking Pearl Jam being stuck in my goddamn head all day yesterday.
How did you get Pearl Jam stuck
Because
in your head?
Christy fucking loves Eddie Vedder for some reason.
What?
Like, I mean, I know she's old enough, like, but speaking of Nirvana people again, like, yeah, I didn't know my sister had the affinity for grunge that she did. Like, I knew she liked it, but, like, we were just talking about it one day, and she's like, no, you know, that's what, like, really, like, got me into rock music more, you know? She's like, Nirvana and Pearl Jam. I was like, I don't remember you listening to Pearl Jam when we were younger. Like, I feel like I would have remembered fucking Vedder's annoying-ass voice, but...
It was probably on a CD player with headphones.
No, they were in the basement fucking smoking, listening to everything full fucking volume. That's how I heard every Incubus record.
Oh, I own every Incubus album.
Nice.
No, it's not. It's
Whatever, they're good. They're
no,
a good band.
the music did not age well at all.
It's not the worst. I mean, it's like if I can come out of that fucking game store and still appreciate it, like it's got to be something.
But
decent.
from Morning View onward, their music
Well,
just
yeah. I mean,
it stopped being psychedelic mushroom like wannabe white boy reggae.
yeah, no. Then it just like they became a girls' band, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like your girlfriend's rock band now, when they used to be your fucking stoner band.
I just love that for no reason Brandon Boyd was on RuPaul's Drag Race as a guest judge.
Maybe just like drag queens.
I didn't have that on my bingo card. Just put it that
Oh
way.
shit! Speaking of bingo cards, dude. T-Pain is a pop.
Oh yeah, we saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's this interview he did, and he's like, yeah, you know, I was on the bad side of Temu, and he's like, I found this mask, you know, and he pulls it out, and it's just a pup hood, and he's like, and he's like, no, I see, and he's like, and the snout comes off, and it was a pretty good video.
Yeah. I wonder what his. I mean, I've got mine. I wonder what his is.
Slide into
might
those
not know.
DMs.
Hey, T-Pain, want to join my pack?
See, I thought this was gonna like segue into some kind of like sponsor.
You know, actually,
You're
if there's one
speaking of
sponsor-
bingo cards.
right, bingo cards. Speaking of bingo,
Is
no,
that it
actually,
was-
speaking of like brand deals, Celsius.
We're still trying for Celsius.
Still trying for Celsius. God.
We'll get them eventually, goddammit.
I even went to the store before we started to get like the board game.
It's fair.
They're so delicious. They're so good. So, you know, there's always going to be some study like 2 years later. It's like, this is killing people.
No, my boss keeps crying about how many energy drinks I drink, and
I mean, honestly, that's fair.
look, I'm not saying it's not, but like, you know, she's like, look, if you fucking have a heart attack, she's like, I will find every way to bring your ass back and make you work. She's like, gee, thanks.
Remember, I don't know how you do it. I mean, I'm a few years younger than you, and I've already had to give up morning coffee, and I poured out a Red Bull the other day. Poured it out, flipped it over, and poured it all into a drain. My body was like, no.
I mean, my body, like, is like, oh shit, you just drank 300 milligrams of caffeine? It's nap time, baby.
Yeah, but that doesn't work when you're at work.
Does if you know where to hide.
That's awesome.
I don't sleep at work, people. I swear I have a slightly better work ethic than that.
If
But,
you're napping on caffeine, I have to ask, are you narcoleptic?
Oh, probably. Like, I feel like, especially after listening to, like, what you've said about it and how it's not just, you know, fucking falling asleep randomly, I was like, oh, no, I could, yeah.
Oh god, I wish it was just falling asleep randomly. I had a full-on fucking migraine the other night. I was like, this is fantastic.
Ugh. Ooh.
Now I'm tired and I can't sleep.
Everyone's favorite combination.
Combination.
Is music calming
Yeah.
as I start dying?
It reminds me of Columns. Columns had that good chill music.
It's just unfortunately boring.
The very first place I ever played Columns was a McDonald's play place. When they still had Sega Nintendo and Sega Nintendo. Was it just... No, it was. It was the Genesis, the Super Nintendo, and I think they had just gotten an N64
Oh,
at the
nice.
time they were doing it. And they had them all, like, locked up in plexiglass with, like,
With the controller sticking out.
the weird, like, sanitary controller cover. Like,
Yeah. One of those for all the good that was gonna do.
on our drive-in, like, we did clock the last Burger King on the planet that looked like it had a play place. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The one on Sheridan and Alameda right there?
Yeah.
It's still in there. It's just tiny, and I think they use it as an event space.
Oh. It was
I've never seen anyone actually use it, but it's so fucking empty in there. Like,
strange.
and it looked like they had like birthday things, like streamers or whatever. And I was like, okay.
Well, you drive by it and you think it's so big, it looks like a flagship Burger King. You know
No,
what I
that
mean?
Burger King sucks so bad, dude. That's the one I went to that was out of burgers that one time.
So you're telling me they were the only Burger King on the planet that couldn't afford the de-renovation?
Yes.
When they stripped away all those play places and like pulled off the front of those buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out they needed it for drive-through space.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's a franchise Burger King, so that's kind of up to them if they want to do all that
So
stuff.
don't stop for lunch, got it.
They're not bad, actually.
Yeah, no, they cook good. I just like to talk shit about them because I've been there for 20 years.
I don't know. I had the franchise one on Federal really like fuck me over a whole bunch.
Oh, the, like Federal and Evans?
No,
Oh.
not Federal and Evans. The Federal and Evans one, that's a corporate one. That's a dirty corporate one, which is weird. That's a
But
corporate one.
they try, you know?
It's further down Evans before Federal but after University.
Yeah. The
That's-
one on Broadway.
Near Broadway. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one sucks.
Man, I got 10 minutes out of that? It's crazy.
I know which one. It took me a second to triangulate.
Yeah, no, that one, like... I always think there's a fucking fire happening.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh no, I'm just at Broadway, never mind.
I don't know. If I'm gonna get fast food over there, I'll go to Good Times.
Yeah.
Good Times Burgers and Fries.
You know,
They have a black bean burger, and it's like, I don't eat those anymore, but
I don't know if I'll
from them I'll take it.
eating fucking fast food and... Oh wait, how do you do this in 3D? No, I'm not that.
I had somebody recently ask me, like, to look me dead in the eyes, and it's like, why do you vegans, why do you guys want to eat shit that looks like meat so bad? And, like, all I had to say was, you try eating black bean patties for 15 years.
Right?
Do you want it smashed black bean? Do you want it black bean and some rice? Do you want it black bean and some rice and some kind of funny binder? And then how undercooked do you want that black bean patty? So when you bite into it, your entire hamburger just falls out into your lap. You do that for 15 years, and tell me if you want shit that actually looks like a real hamburger. The cheese
Been
is
today's
fantastic.
vegan rant.
Ooh, we did have Bojos recently. Has anyone in this room had Bojos?
No.
Robert, what do you think?
I think Colorado should be smart enough to not call itself a place that has its own kind of pizza. But, and I'm the native here, so fuck all of you. It's good, but yeah, it's not its own thing. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Gentle reminder that most of the large pizza chains here are from Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, if I'm gonna eat local pizza, I'll eat Blackjack.
Interesting.
Just ordered some recently. I just love Blackjack Pizza's cheese. Something about it is just awesome.
Is that the one that Ryan always ordered every time he went over? What was it? He got Blackjack at least once.
No, I got blackjack.
Their calzones are expensive, but those are pretty good too.
But we tried Bojo's the other night. It was $52 delivered. They charged me $29 for what they supposedly libelously claimed was a medium pizza. And I'll give them some praise. I'll give them some praise. They're vegan cheese. Didn't have any weird taste to it. And their plant-based meats, they actually had pepperoni and what they libelously claimed was Italian sausage, but it was actually just, I think, either Light Life ground beef or Gardein ground beef that they seasoned with oregano.
Yeah,
That is not Italian sausage.
right? Throw some fennel in there at least if you're trying to fake it. Fuck.
It was not worth $52. It was I would get that for lunch if it was a third of that price. If it was $20 and I could get that pizza and their fake cheese sticks, I would do it. What I wasn't expecting, because I didn't know, because nobody would explain it to me, because everybody at work just kept saying how gross it was that their claim to fame is the honey that you're supposed to drizzle all over the crust. That's why their crust is so big, the mountain style. And they undercook it. But the thing is if you order a vegan pizza, they don't send you any honey.
Oh, I guess honey isn't vegan, is it?
No. I mean, it's in my hair, because I'm a bad vegan, but
Wait, is that what... God, I'm ignorant. Yeah, I don't remember that, but... That's stupid as shit.
This is really weird, because, the guy at work I was talking to that was pro Bojo's didn't say shit about it. The guy at work that was bitching about how nasty it was didn't say anything about the honey. It wasn't until I hit Reddit for, our Denver, and they were all discussing it. And then I looked into it, and I went, oh, well, I guess that makes sense, because, honey is a traditional ingredient. It's, the sweetener of choice for a good pizza dough. So, that's not far off. But it's why are you selling me a pizza with, these giant... I wouldn't even call it bread. It was like a handlebar. It was, it looked like stuffed crust, but there was nothing in it. And it was undercooked. And they do their crust this way so that you drizzle honey all over it and eat it.
Yeah, no, I'm just just give me a fucking pizza and let me, eat the pizza crust and...
But my point is why would you design a vegan pizza to be eaten that way and then not include... not even, maple syrup or agar-agar. They were just hey, this is supposed to be drizzled with honey, but vegan.
But fuck you all.
Fuck vegans.
That's that's as good as we think in Colorado, It's
It was just really confusing.
We're inclusive enough to say fuck.
And $29 for, a small plus, a medium minus or a small plus, but it was not a medium pizza for $29, was insane to me.
Yeah.
And it's been like that the whole 5 years that we've lived here in Denver. How insanely expensive the pizza is. Even the brands from Detroit. I've done this before where, I've gone on the Little Caesars website, looked at it in Detroit, noted all of the prices, and then refreshed it with a Denver zip code, and it's $6 a pizza more.
We used to get way better fucking coupons than we do. I don't know what changed about that. But, yeah, pizza's definitely more expensive now. And I mean, out here in general.
Which is so weird.
I get tons of pizza. But, maybe that's just for the demographic neighborhood.
See, I would think I would get a ton being, in an apartment, but I don't know. Maybe our mailman just takes them all.
We get overloaded. We get Subway, Pizza Hut, Jets Pizza.
Jets is the best.
Really?
Vegan or not, there's no vegan pizza there, but Jets is the best. That was always my favorite as a kid growing. It's another Detroit chain. Little Caesars Jets are both Detroit. Domino's is Ann Arbor, which is basically Detroit. Ann Arbor people don't hate me for that. Don't find me. Don't dox me. I'll kill you. But yeah, Little Caesars, Domino's, Jets are all Michigan.
Domino's fucking sucks.
Domino's fucking sucks. Domino's, I want you to hear this. You fucking suck.
Fuck you, Domino's.
You haven't been edible since 2002. 2002.
That's
was
22
the last
fucking
time.
years.
That was before I went vegan. That was before I went vegetarian. And that was the last time I ate something called a steak and cheese pizza. And that was fantastic. That was fantastic. And then it was gone. And then they changed their cheese. They changed their crust. They made a big deal out of it. And they were like, everybody, it's better. And we all saw what it was. You made it cheaper and told us it was better. Your shit became cardboard crust. You're nasty, Domino's.
Yeah.
Boom.
Gross.
Alright, so the next time I get a Jets coupon, I'll have to...
It's expensive. Jets was another one. Like $6 to $8 difference between a large deep dish pizza in Detroit and then that same pizza here. Same chain, same company. Like, it sucks. It sucks so much. But then I want Asian, but all the Asian is the $1.50 scoop or better.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very Denver thing. That is, I had that at like one place in Michigan and nobody ever did it. Because you question the age of the food you were getting.
Yeah. Even when I was in Arizona, there was a good mix of... Actually, no, there were never scoop. Yeah, there was never a scoop.
It was buffet. We had Chinese buffet.
So, I think... I don't know, I'll have to look into it, but it was a kind of a cultural thing, like a shift somewhere along the line. Because, yeah, a lot of them even used to be buffet. And, you know, you still have, like, kind of regular Chinese takeout restaurants. But, we started getting a lot of those $1.35 a scoop. You know, $1 whatever a scoop. A lot of them are Vietnamese. Owned, at least. Like, they might still be serving Chinese food, but,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's... I can't even say it's a style of Vietnam that I know, because I would assume the Vietnamese restaurants would do things that way, but none of them do. But it's all banh mi and pho, so...
See, you've got...
You know, they're doing what, we were talking this off pod, but, like... This is what 7-Eleven's doing.
Oh, yeah.
They've kind of regionalized what it is that they needed to sell in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And what style. It's like, you know, maybe this neighborhood, no one's going to go to a buffet if parking sucks, you know.
Exactly. Everything off of Federal, it fucking does.
Yeah, so it's just like, you really build a style, you know.
Well,
I
and
don't know.
it's easy to throw those in a strip mall.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still just a lot of really old strip malls here that refuse to die.
I miss the freedom of being able to just walk into a place, get food, eat it, and not even think twice about what it was made of. Or how many cockroaches I just chowed onto.
Look, if I go into a place and it, like, is as clean as my kitchen, which ain't special, I'm like, you know, I can live with this.
I don't know. I mean, you know the side of Denver I live on.
Yeah, it's better than where I live.
Well, we've been there for 5 years, and it's like a lot of the cool restaurants they cycle, right? Like we really love Sunny Garden, it's gone now. It's a scoop place, and we really loved the Quiznos. It's gone now. It's an AutoZone, shit like that.
I mean, AutoZone sounds delicious.
No, but like, I don't know. We don't really get like good quality food. It's like I get Taco Bell. I had Taco Bell twice in a single week, like 2 days in a row. Like for me, that's crazy, but it's the only thing I had to eat.
It's okay. God won't judge you.
I'm lucky that there's a Mexican food chain or burrito chain that is close by here, Viva Burrito.
Oh, I never had that. Do they have a vegan?
you know, they might have. I could be wrong. They might have a veggie, you know, or something. Like, I don't want to discount them, but I will say that I have not specifically noticed it.
Yeah. No, I can't see it, honestly.
The Mexican food loses me when they're like, zucchini? You want zucchini? You came here for zucchini? I'm like, no. Do not come to your Mexican restaurant to be fed zucchini.
They want to give you
Or
zucchini
squash.
because you're gay, not because you're vegan.
No, it's always with the primary vegetable in every like plant-based Mexican dish is zucchini. You want zucchini? You came here for zucchini. I said, no! Hate fucking squash.
So, look, I'm sorry that, you know, you're not one for the calabasitas, but, you know, I'm not either. I fucking hate that shit. It's just squash and corn. God, my dad loves that shit.
If I had any effort in me, I tell you, I'd sell those fucking nasty vegan tamales I make.
Well, people, as we've bagged on the food scene in Denver, Panel De Pon, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.